to read you a story called Not Quite Snow White. It's about a little girl named Tamika who wants to play Snow White in a school play. Let's read to find out what happens. For Tamika, it was always the right time and place to sing and dance. There's Tamika. Tamika had a hip-hop rollin' happy dance, a swayful sad dance, a stompin' mad dance, and a hair flippin' just because she felt fabulous dance. She sang high with the tweeting birds and low with the croaking frogs. She always shared her love of music and movement with an audience, stuffed and unstuffed. Tamika loved the stage. It was her perfect place. She was a star of every show, and she loved every show that she starred in. She had been a cucumber, a space cowgirl, a dinosaur, and her favorite part, a singing mermaid. On stage, Tamika felt like she could be anything or anyone she wanted to be, but she had never been a princess. Now she would finally have her chance. Tamika was so excited that she went to both days of audition for the Snow White musical. On the first day, she arrived super early. She helped friends with their lines, kept count for the dancers, shooed butterflies from nervous tummies so songs could be sung. There it is, auditioning for Snow White, and she was there early, helping everyone. After the audition, Tamika heard some of her other kids whispering, "She can't be Snow White. She's too tall. She's much too chubby. And she's too brown." Oh, look at Tamika's face. I think she's sad, don't you? Tamika looked at her legs. They were long. Maybe the kids were right. A princess shouldn't be taller than her prince. Should she? She looked at her belly. Maybe what the kids said was true. She could not remember any chubby princesses. Tamika looked at her skin. She was brown. How could a girl with brown skin play a princess like Snow White? Could these kids be wrong? Maybe she was wrong for wanting to be this princess. They made her feel so sad about herself and her brown skin. Tamika slouched and sucked her belly in. She tried pulling down her sleeves, but there was no getting around being brown, so she no longer liked being brown. For the first time, she didn't feel like dancing or singing. Oh, they made her feel like she was no longer who she used to be. So sad. At dinner, Tamika didn't tap her feet or clang rhymes with her spoon. "Is something wrong?" asked her mom. "The other kids said I'm too tall, too chubby, and too brown. I'm not right for Snow White," said Tamika. "You've got it all wrong," Mom said. "You are tall enough, chubby enough, and brown enough to be a perfect princess." "Besides," said her dad, "Snow White is just pretend. You've always been my real princess." Dad's to the rescue. "You're just enough of all the right stuff." He kissed her forehead. Tamika smiled. Maybe her parents were on to something. It's good to talk to our parents about our problems, isn't it? At the audition the next day, Tamika watched all the other kids get on stage and do their best. says today's audition day. And there's Tamika Wright waiting her turn. It was Tamika's turn at last. She remembered what her parents had said, but her long legs were still a little jittery. She closed her eyes and imagined she was singing and dancing for her favorite audience of friends, stuffed and unstuffed. Then she remembered the joy she felt when performing. Tamika knew she could do it, and there she is. She didn't let those kids get in her head. And she did it. See how she's doing it? She shone like the stars, and she was the star that she was. She could act, she could dance, she could sing. She loved herself as much as she loved music and movement. So she shone like the star that she was, boys and girls. Tamika was perfectly poised princess. When her audition was over, Tamika looked out to the smiling faces. Tamika wasn't too much of anything. She was just right. Maybe she was just enough of all the right stuff. So boys and girls, that was not quite Snow White. Don't let anyone steal your star. Good night.